Welcome to ETFinalScore.com, your source for all the highlight stats and stories and scores from around East Texas high school football. With your host, Eric Sullivan.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into week number 6. We're at the halfway point of the East Texas high school football season. Eric Sullivan here for the ET Final Score Football Show. Jeff Schaefer will join us as well as the Tyler Paper guys in just a moment. Light schedule tonight. Just about all of Class 3A and 2A. We're off tonight here in East Texas, but that does not stop us from bringing you 30 minutes of highlights and scores. And get on Twitter. Our handle is at ETFinalScore. You can post your scores, your pictures, your comments, stats. Do whatever you will. We want you to be a part of it. We'll pop it up all throughout the show. We started Rose Stadium last Friday. The JT Lions just owned White House in a revenge game to get to 1-0 in district play. Tonight, trying to get to 2-0 by taking on the always feisty Lindale Eagles. Coach Holmes had his guys decked out in pink tonight. I love it. Here come your Eagles. Here come your Lions. And right off the top, here we go. Jeremy Wilson, first play of the game, 61 yards, untouched. JT on the board, 7-0. Cheerleaders love getting those early points on the board. Cam Neely comes right back. This little guy is tough. Fakes out everybody. Lindale's got a first down to the 50-yard line. We know about Aaron Jackson. Really good running back here in the area. Unfortunately, got a block in the back right there, but what an effort there by Aaron. Neely, though, would not give up on the play. Well, play action rollout, goes up top. Here comes Tayton Williams. Beats the coverage in the back end. He scores. Lindale stunning everybody. Look at that look from Coach Ricklin Holmes, but Gio McAllister, the rocket arm to Mr. Rodney Bendy. That kid's going to be a D1 football player, I promise you. Big gain right there. And then keep your eyes on my man, Jeremy Wilson, cut back to the left. Oh, my goodness. Oh, faked out everybody with the incredible spin. There it is in slow motion. Play of the night nominee. Jeremy not done yet. He's going to take it in right here. Another superb effort, diving in for another score. That made it 13-6. John Tyler with the lead. Lindale punting here as Jeremy says, just keep giving me the ball, man. I'll make things happen. That's the big guy getting the punt there. Pierre Leonard, the big guy. And he gets a big chest bump from his coach right there. They did not score on that play, but here comes Jalen Reese. That is a pick on the little screen pass, and he takes it in. All JT tonight. Final score, 76-13. My word, JT looking strong. All right, let's get to Lobo Stadium now. Coach John King in Longview trying to fix their tough start by getting to 2-0 in district play. The new district has a new team, Greenville, in town at Lobo Stadium tonight. Desmond Chumley had the Lobo offense churning early. Tylen Miller gets it on a swing pass. He makes a couple moves, gets it up to sideline. That's good for 20 yards. And then Chumley's going to go to his other big tight end, the big guy, Marcellus Hunter. Lot to take that guy down. Look at the thighs right there. Earl Campbell would be proud. And then on the goal line, you got to give it to your man, Tylen Miller, for the 3-yard touchdown. And Longview on the board pretty quick. They keep it going. Antonio Carter saves Desmond Chumley right here. Look at him go get that pass. Good job, Mr. Antonio Carter. And then big play right here by the Big Play Lobos. It's Tylen Miller. That running game is what Longview is so good at. That's what they want to do. DeMichael Hasty still out. Final score, 56-7. Longview, no problem tonight over Greenville. White House and Lufkin. This one just wrapped up. Furious comeback by the Wildcats, but Lufkin gets back to even after that tough loss to Nacogdoches, 52-45, your final. All right, let's get to our showcase game now. For the first time ever, we made our way to Jeff and Opal Austin Stadium in Frankston. Huge game for the Indians, 3-1, taking on the 3-1 Wascom Wildcats, who are very good as well. Big district game down by the lake there. Ozzie Buckner, great name, and boy, does he got a great game. Orrin Jenkins gets it, he does the rest. Ozzie to Orrin, big touchdown, and Frankston is on the board first. Just what the Indian fans wanted to see. On the ensuing kickoff, I love it. Wascom, the reverse to Kevin Johnson. Oh, fooled everybody. He's got the blockers into the end zone, 7-6. Wascom with the lead. They are still hungry right here. Ozzie Buckner to his big guy, Kendrick Rogers. Nice hands right there. Now Buckner again to Rogers in the end zone. Touchdown. Frankston holding their own with one of the top teams in this district. But back come the Wascom Wildcats. Trace Carter, the quarterback, he makes it look easy. And then Buckner's going to get, intercepted right here. And Wascom will be on the tear after that. They've got so many guys. Caleb Haynes, then Dylan Denton breaks the tackle. And Dylan Benton, very nice run. All Wascom in the second half. 63. This was a 7-point game at halftime. Wascom gets the victory, 63-55. For more on this big win for Wascom, coming all the way over here to our part of the area, Jeff Schaefer was at the game all night long. He has all of our post-game interviews. Jeff, take it away.
Eric, a long trip for the Wascom Wildcats today, visiting district foe Frankston, but the Cats going to leave town with a win this evening. I'm joined by two guys who played a role in tonight's victory. I'll start with the man on my right, Kevin Johnson. Kevin, you started off the game pretty quick after Frankston went down and scored the ensuing kickoff. You take it right back for the touchdown. How important was that for you guys to kind of grab some momentum back early on in this game?
Well, going in, I've been having some couple bad games lately, and Coach talked to me before the game and said, I need you this game. So I kept the mindset in my head that I'll try to do the best for my team, help us win this one. And I heard that we planned out the whole week that it's going to be reversed. So I seen it, kicked it to Junebug, and then I said, it's time to go get it. So I went and turned the corners, and touchdown it was.
The first half was so back and forth. You know, they'd score, you'd score, so on. What changed from the first half to the second half? Because you guys just dominated that third quarter and opened things up.
Well, lately we haven't been having no good games lately on offense. And Coach, our offensive coordinator, came in the locker room and really got on to us about it. And everybody listened and said, yes, sir. The head coach came in and said, I don't need to talk. Y'all already know what to do. So we came out here and did it.
It certainly worked. Kevin, thank you so much for the time. Appreciate it. I'm going to step now over to Chan Amy. Chan, I mentioned earlier, a long trip for you guys, especially to play a district game. I mean, a long day, but so what's it feel like now to be able to get a win at the end of all this?
It felt good. Coming in, when they popped it off and they came out all hype, I was kind of scared for the team. But after Coach got us together, after they scored and told us to settle down and all that, and I knew we had it.
What do you think it shows about your team that you did come out so strong in the second half?
That we got it together.
And what do you feel? How do you feel like your team has, as far as momentum goes right now, after winning your first two district games, kind of on a little bit of a roll now? Do you feel like?
Yeah, we're on a big roll, but we're gonna have a big target on our back now.
All right, Chan, thank you so much, and congrats on the win. So, Eric, the Wascom Wildcats improved to 2-0 in district play tonight here, taking down Frankston, thanks to a big second half for the Cats.
All right, Jeff Schaefer, excellent job as always from Frankston there as Wascom gets the big victory. Back to 16-5A over in Ennis tonight. The Knack Dragons just continue to impress, got that big win again over Lufkin last week. They did it twice in a row, first time since the 30s, but Ennis is the real deal. Lyon Memorial Stadium we go. Our man A.J. Vega, photographer, made the long trip over there. He loves his high school football. Devin Smith hands off to Trey Elliott, runs it in for the touchdown. And Ennis is on the board. This team has picked to win this district, by the way. Can't wait for them and JT to hook up. This time, Coronado Colbert goes for the short gain right there. And then McClellan hands off to Coronado for the touchdown. Knack's not going to give up. They get on the board, make it a ball game, but Ennis is loaded, folks. Devin Smith to Dante Thompson. Wow. Laying out for the catch. That's a play of the night nominee. And then Dante Thompson is going to get it for another touchdown right here. They really use a lot of fakes in their pro-style offense. Big night for the Lions, not for the Dragons. Your final in this one, 57-26. Back to reality here for Nacogdoches. They'll have to pick it back up and get going again next Friday. To beautiful Tiger Stadium we go. Big one for the Jacksonville Fighting Indians, trying to get a huge district road win. Thacker, Tadion gets it. And Thack has got some road, folks, but he loses the ball. That would just, that's not what you want to do there. Can't give the other team opportunities like that. Corsicana has the football, and Keyshawn Kelly is going to hand off to Holt, Jamaica. And Jamaica looking for lanes, looking for room. He's got a big run. Finally getting taken out of bounds right there to Carter McCallum, trying to get something going for Jacksonville as Corsicana. Nothing doing there. Good defense by the Jayville Indians. Now Carter McCowan trying to get work done here for the Indians. One of the finer quarterbacks in all of East Texas. We know that. Little play action right here. Drops back, looks at his reads, over the top. That's a beautiful ball back in the end zone to Trayvon Lawler. But tonight belonged to Corsicana. Final score in this one, 30-14. For more on this game, we bring in Matt Montgomery, good friend of the show, good friend of CBS 19, does the color commentary on the sideline for the Jacksonville Indians. Matt, I really thought Jayville could make something happen on the road tonight. What happened?
Well, it was just a strange game, Eric. I mean, if you're a Jacksonville fan, you outgained Corsicana. 386 total yards for Jacksonville, 355 for Corsicana, but it was a game of turnovers, and Jacksonville had 4 of them, an interception and 3 fumbles. And Corsicana stole the game from Jacksonville, in my opinion. Going into the fourth quarter, it was 20-14, and Jacksonville had the ball, and the wheels fell off. And, coaches talk about turnovers all the time, and it sounds cliche, but tonight that was the difference, and Jacksonville just couldn't stop. Relatively newcomer, a sophomore, the Boat kid for Corsicana had 192 yards rushing. Carter McCown was 21 of 34 for 232 yards. And again, it's a strange game. Get this, Corsicana had 0 yards passing, no yards through the air, and yet they come away with a 30-14 win.
Wow.
Amazing.
Well, Matt, kind of in a hole here for the Indians, the Fighting Indians. Do you believe they can make something happen and get on a run here?
Yeah, there's 5 games left in district and 16-5A after tonight. Next week, Jacksonville will host Lindale, who really took it on the chin, as you just said a moment ago, from John Tyler. Lindale will come in for homecoming at Tomato Bowl. And then the Nacogdoches Dragons, who also lost a tough game tonight at Ennis, a big loss. And Jacksonville played Ennis pretty good last week, so they come to Tomato Bowl the following week. So Jacksonville has a couple of home games in a row before they have to head to White House after that. So you get a couple of wins at home, you can get back in the race. But, going down 0-2 in district, that's a tough hole to climb out of. So Jacksonville really is going to have to get a couple of home wins here to get back in it.
All right, Matt Montgomery, we brought you on for a reason. Outstanding job. We want to have you back next time for sure. First break happening right now. More scores, more highlights coming up. Check out the big board monitor right here. This is the ETFinalScore.com live scoreboard. It's just about complete. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. 2 more 5A games to show you. We start with Pine Tree at Marshall. Pirates need to get a big win here tonight to get that fan base riled up and staying with them. Meanwhile, the Mavericks looking strong in this one. We pick up action here with Mavericks with the lead over the Pirates. Daniel Benami gets it on the play action and unloads. That's my guy, Mason Hayes. Both of those guys play quarterback, but, hey, Mason Hayes has hands of gold. He also can run it as well. Out of the Wildcat, Mason gets in for the score as Pine Tree trying to mount a comeback. But as I mentioned, Marshall had a pretty good lead early in this one. Justin Hart, this is a football player, folks. Look at his feet, perfectly set over the middle. Beautiful release, and what a catch by Deontay Jordan. Big first down right there, and then Justin Hart not done yet. Quarterback runs in the family here. Looking, and just unleashes it while taking a big hit. And that's Jordan again, hauling it in. Get out of trouble there, son. He does. What a play. And I'll tell you what, it was a good night for the Marshall Mavericks as they take down Pine Tree 55-29. To T-Town tonight, the other T-Town, Texarkana. Texas High hosting the Hallsville Bobcats. Early on, Cade Pearson passes to Javon Thomas. Well, there's some good moves right here. Look at him get out of trouble and bounce it up the left side. What a play by Javon Thomas. And meanwhile, Hallsville's Wyatt Wolverton. He's a wolf running hard for those Bobcats. But he takes the ball in the middle of a good game. But then we have a fumble. You just heard Matt Montgomery talk about it. Stripped right out of his hands. It's D. Jones. You don't see that very often. Just took it from the Hallsville Bobcat. And D takes it all the way. Great game for the Texas High Tigers. Meanwhile, as we check the final, Hallsville made a very gallant effort to get back in this game. They were down big in this one, but it's 24-17. Hallsville coming up on the short end. Hasn't happened very much this year to the Bobcats. One more score for you. Big win for Sulphur Springs tonight over Mount Pleasant. Final in this one, 50-28. Well, the Tatum Eagles had a heartbreaker at Chapel Hill last Friday. Had the lead, but the Dog Pound came back to get the win. Payback time tonight for the Eagles. Hardin Jefferson made the long trip to play the Eagles tonight. Let's get to the highlights in this one. on the kickoff. Here we go, and it's Denarius Earl, and he's got green guys all in front, giving him the go all the way. Denarius, touchdown, Eagles. That's how you start a football game right there. Great job for Andy Evans and company, but back come Hardin Jefferson as their quarterback, Cameron Dubois, sneaks in. He crossed the plane. That's a touchdown. We're tied at 7. J.D. Taylor, there just wasn't a lot of offense tonight. Both teams' defense is very stingy. J.D. Taylor to Bevan Boyd, nothing right there. That's usually the bread and butter for the Tatum Eagles. Coach Evans gets them together and says, guys, we got to make a play. They do. Ball's dropped, and that is Logan Thompson gets the fumble, recovered by Chaston Brooks, and then this one hurt. J.D. Taylor thought we had a touchdown there, but he's intercepted by A.J. Broussard. Now, keep your eyes on A.J. here, the D-back. He's going to go up for the big bump here by his teammate. Come on, jump up and give me 5. Oh, boy. Final score, though, heartbreaker again for Tatum, 21-14. Our Tigers back home tonight taking on Winona in district play. And speaking of good defense, Coach Dale Irwin loves his guys when they get picks and they take them for 6. D. Wheeler intercepted. Isaiah Baker takes it in for the touchdown. Then Tyler Stewart picks off Wheeler. He takes it to the house. Spot a 12-0 lead for the ARP Tigers just like that. Meanwhile, quarterback Casey Medlock on the keeper. Here we go. Off to the races. He's got room. Breaking tackles left and right. That is ARP Tiger football. Never giving up on the play. And then Medlock on the screen pass to Marcellus Johnson. That's speed. Look at the burst. Getting to that right sideline and making things happen. And then DeMarcus Malden will get the glory after all those hard-working yards. In for the touchdown. ARP Tigers victorious tonight over Winona, 63-6, your final in that one. Arlington Wildcat Field, our last stop in this segment. Mod Cardinals in town. Mod quarterback Tristan Carlo trying to do some work here for the Cardinals as we will get to the action. Long setup shot right there, but that's okay. Here's Tristan Carlo scrambling, somehow gets it to Cooper Peavy, almost falling down, and Cooper saves the day right there, gets the first down. However, though, on the next play, Carlo's going to fumble the football. You cannot do that. Marcus Mariota in Oregon last night, happened to him a lot. Jesse Rivers, good job by Harleton. Running back Joseph Earl is going to break loose here for Harleton. Here we go. Left side. Gets through something right there. Jumped over trouble. And that's a great play for Harleton. Here's the score in this one. 33-0. Troop in action tonight taking on Elysian Fields. 27-14 Elysian Fields. New Diana 28-19. They get the victory. Joaquin and Timpson. Joaquin victorious as well as West Sabine, Crossroads, and Burkeville in action tonight. Just not a lot of scores tonight. 41-6. Detroit falls big to Lindsay, 56-6 in that one. All right, let's head over to the Tyler Paper headquarters now. Trevor Pill back with us to tell us what else hot on the ET Final Score media, social media sites. Trevor, glad to have you back with us this Friday. It's week number 6. What do you got for us tonight?
Well, I'm glad to be back after missing last Friday, Eric. But some first guys that made some noise on social media tonight came from Twitter were from the Marshall Mavericks. Now, the Mavericks started the game off with 6 possessions and 6 touchdowns in the first half. Quarterback Justin Hart, of course, as you were talking about earlier, threw for 5 touchdowns and 247 yards in the first half alone, having a great night throwing for well over 320 yards. Now on the receiving end, Trell Patton in the first half had 4 receptions, 81 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But Hart spread the ball out so well, 4 different receivers had a receiving touchdown tonight, so great job by the Marshall Mavericks. Now let's move over to some 6-man football. Colby Shaw of Loretz Chapel had an outstanding game tonight. He helped his team 45, Fanadale, winning 68-20. Now, he tweeted me some of his stats tonight. He had 109 total yards tonight, along with 4 forced fumbles and an interception, a couple solo tackles. Great job by Colby Shaw out there. And then also, Phil Hicks helped clear the air. A lot of people thought that the JT set a record tonight for scoring, but actually, they scored 111 points against Palestine in 1926, Eric.
I like Colby tweeting you his stats. I want to get them too, man. You're becoming that big of a guy around here. They want your stats read on TV. All right, Trevor, great job there. Good job by Phil on the JT score there. 111, my goodness. All right, break time here. Twitter page lighting up tonight. Take a look at it at ETFinalScore. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. All 4 private schools here in Tyler are doing great. Let's start with TK Gorman, trying to get to 5-0 tonight, homecoming. Let's get to the highlights. Early on, Coach Gibson loves what his offense was doing. This is going to be Mr. Logan Botello. Easy touchdown for the Crusaders. And Michael Goodwin, he has just been outstanding. Hits his man, Ross Ringel, right on the money. That will lead to another touchdown. TK Gorman, outstanding tonight. Final score, 57-8. Biggest turnaround of the season so far. All Saints Trojans in a nail-biter, taking on Frisco Legacy. Down 7-3 in the fourth quarter. This is going to be quarterback Chet Wynn going up top. Luke Lee coming back to get the ball, a.k.a. Des Bryant style. 54-yard touchdown. All Saints has the lead 9-3. Got to have some defense here as Frisco's trying to get the winning score. Interception by Nathan Jasper. His dad is happy. And now the greatest formation of them all, get down on one knee and celebrate after a big first down by Chet Wynn. Way to go, All Saints. They get it done in dramatic fashion. 9-7 is your final. Brook Hill, strong contender to win this district. Up big 24-0 on Dallas Shelton. This is going to be Bryant Robinson getting the sack for that guard defense. Way to go, Brook Hill. In at quarterback here is McCray Fletcher. He finds Chase Moore inside the 10-yard line. Come on, Chase. Doesn't quite get it, but Gabe Lucio will get it right here. Come on, Gabe. What do you got? How about 7 on the board? All Brook Hill in this one, 45 to snap right there. And over at Grace tonight, tough start to the schedule here. Season schedule, trying to make something happen. Gallus Christian in town. Chandler Nutt passes to Brady Herber. Goes up and gets it. That would lead to points for the Grace Cougars. Then Chandler Nutt, we know him well. He can do a lot of this. Keeps it himself. Gets out of bounds right here. Tough goal at night because I tell you, Shelton came to play. There's more Nutt running the football. Couldn't find the end zone. Could not match. As Mason Dacus doing his best, he just couldn't break away there, and it was a tough night for the Cougs. 49-35 is your final. Some other private school scores. Kings Academy, Athens Christian, and Tyler Heat both play tomorrow. Saturday football there. Leverage Chapel, 68-20. You heard Trevor Peel talking about it. And Munster over Cumbie, 27-0. Final break right now. Play of the night. We've got a lot to choose from. We'll show it to you coming up next. Let's get right to our play of the night. I had a lot to choose from, but this young man right here has been doing it all season. JT running back Jeremy Wilson cuts it back, and then the spin. Oh, one more time in slow motion. I love watching this kid run the football. Jeremy Wilson of John Tyler, big win tonight. Final score, they take care of Wendell 76-13. A couple score updates for you. That's the final now. Lufkin 52-45, edging out White House, and then congrats to All Saints. Getting it done, 9-7. They are 4-1, folks. All right, don't forget, we will, of course, have everything online for you to watch. ETFinalScore.com, all the highlights. We'll be back next Friday. Everybody have a great weekend.